for welcoming you to February. Let's not even, because everybody and their grandparents are going to be talking about, ooh, January just flew by. I can't believe how fast things are going, blah, blah, blah. Basically, we're in an alternate dimension. I think the whole pandemic and shutdowns and lockdowns and such have just altered the course of reality in terms of time. So we're just going to roll with that. So yes, here we are in February, and for those of you who, for those of you who may not know, 2022, I am doing a series of monthly challenges where I take a character from one of the books that I have written and basically try to bring them to life or live as they would for 30 days. So January, I chose Dominique from my first ever published book, self-published book, Satin Sheet Memoirs Volume 1. It's a collection of erotic short stories, and Dominique appears in right about the middle story called The Things We Do for Love. It has been so much fun. Even though, we're still not really going anywhere, doing anything outside the home, but it was fun being her, so to speak. I have developed a feel for really soft fabrics and natural materials. I even wore silk pajamas. Now, this is somebody who usually throws on an old t-shirt and some socks, to go to bed, right? Silk pajamas, that was not something I would have normally gotten into beforehand. But during January, I developed a taste for the finer things in life, so to speak, when it comes to sensual experiences. I even cooked, and not just cooked. I was finding ways to turn the ordinary into something just shy of gourmet, right? So I found this recipe for tuna melt, plain old tuna melt, right? You would think you butter the bread, you put the tuna, and maybe some cheese, a little lettuce if you're feeling so behooved, right? And you toast it up. Oh no. Because Dominique is all about sensual pleasure, right? Things that taste good, feel good, things that ignite and arouse the senses, if you will. So I had to take that plain old tuna melt and dress her up a little bit. And by the time I got done with the little spices and the particular tomato, sliced tomato and the gourmet cheeses, pardon my German, that damn tuna melt was on point. So there are certainly some choice traits and habits and things that I certainly want to carry forward in my life based on Dominique's approach to things. So that was January. And of course, I've got just a couple of videos on it. I will link those below, as well as blog posts, because I did more blogging about it in January than I did actual video, because I was sick actually with a sinus infection. At least I think it was a sinus infection. Could have been who. But however it worked out, I was nasally and all this was congested. I was coughing and hacking a lot. So I only did 2 videos last month. I am back on my regular schedule for February. So you get a video every Thursday of this month talking about the challenge and so on and so forth. February, as you know, has a lot going on commercially, right? So we've got, of course, Black History Month. We've got Valentine's Day. More on that later. And we have the release of my 7th book. Yes, that's right, folks. I am finally done and ready to release my seventh book, titled The Other Woman. It is due to release on February 15th. If you know, you know. And I'm really excited about it. It's been a long time coming. I have been working on this story for about 6 years. And when I say working on, what I mean is it's been sitting on my hard drive for for the better part, of this past 6 years. I started it, I had the idea for it 2014, 2015, made a couple of attempts that fell flat, but finally got it together. You see, quitting my job, oh my goodness, quitting the day gig and going full time with the writing is starting to pay off in terms of production. Still not racking up the sales and whatnot as I had hoped. Hint, hint. Check out the description box below. But yes, I have buckled down, refocused, and now have my book ready to go. So if you want to know more about that, again, information down below. You'll want to click the link and join the guild. Well, actually, you know what? Modern technology, you can pause this video and scan the code. Join the guild, get the discounts and such, and early notification about The Other Woman, due to hit shelves on the 15th of this month. Okay, so all that aside, this month, to kind of get around the whole February and, love thing, I am going more toward exploring the concepts of self-love. Not, self-love, but actually learning to love and accept yourself, right? This month there's going to be a lot of talk about dating, significant others, being in relationships, blah, blah, blah. But of course, me being like ultra single, like single, like mega single, uber single. Do people still use Uber in that way? Whatever it is, me being like hardcore single, I really wanted to focus on just being okay, being more than okay with being a single human in this day and age. And fortunately, in the second book that I produced, Let There Be Life, there is a character who is just, she is so okay being single, loving on herself, and setting and upholding healthy boundaries regarding others loving on her, that it was a no-brainer as to who I was going to pick. And so this month, I am bringing to life Mackenzie, who is, of course, the spunky best friend of our protagonist, Alex, aka Lex Burns. Real quick, editing Dana here, and it occurs to me as I'm going through this footage that I didn't get back to wrapping up the video. Go figure. Anyway, so just wanted to pop on real quick and say yes. So I am spending February 2022 showering myself with love in a myriad of ways based on the character Mackenzie from my book, Let There Be Life. Of course, you can find all the details and such in the description below. You could also rewind a few minutes or so back and scan that code, get on the mailing list, and then you'll get all kinds of fun information as well as access to my new book that's coming out this month. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Thanks as always for tuning in, and until next time.